Look around you again. Different plants, different animals, different insects. This variety isn't decoration. It's protection. That variety of life is called biodiversity, and right now, it's disappearing. But let's slow down. Biodiversity simply means the number of different living species in an ecosystem: plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms. Each one plays a role, even if we don't notice it. Now here's the key idea. Ecosystems don't depend on one species, they depend on many. That diversity is what keeps systems stable when conditions change. So what's going wrong? The causes are not mysterious. Habitats are destroyed for cities and agriculture. Forests are cleared faster than they can recover. Oceans are overfished. Pollution poisons air, soil, and water. Climate change pushes species beyond survival limits. These pressures don't act alone. They stack. Now let's zoom in on the consequences. When biodiversity declines, ecosystems lose resilience. Food webs weaken. Crop pests spread faster. Diseases jump more easily between species. This isn't just an environmental problem, it's an economic and public health problem. Agriculture becomes less reliable. Fisheries collapse. Natural protection against floods and droughts disappears. This connection between biodiversity and stability was strongly emphasized by E.O. Wilson, who showed that losing species doesn't just remove beauty, it removes the underlying support systems that life depends on. His work made it clear that extinction is not reversible on human timescales. Now zoom out. Biodiversity loss is happening globally, at a pace far faster than natural extinction rates. This is why global institutions track it carefully. Organizations like the United Nations, working through scientific platforms such as the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services and environmental agencies, assess species decline, ecosystem risk, and recovery potential worldwide. These assessments inform conservation policy, land use planning, fisheries management, and sustainable development strategies across countries. Now here's the part most people miss. Biodiversity loss is not always permanent. Recovery is possible, but only when pressure is reduced. Protected areas allow species to rebound. Restored habitats reconnect food webs. Sustainable farming and fishing reduce stress. Nature can recover faster than expected when systems are given space to heal. But recovery is not free. It requires planning, long-term investment, scientific monitoring, which brings us back to environmental science. Understanding biodiversity is not about counting species. It's about managing risk in living systems that support food, water, climate stability, and economies. Before we end, zoom out one last time. Biodiversity teaches us a hard lesson. Strength doesn't come from uniformity. It comes from diversity. In the next episode, we'll explore population growth and environmental stress, where we'll see how human numbers, consumption, and resource limits collide, and what that means for the future. This series is part of the Learning Studio, where we explain complex global challenges clearly, step by step, without losing the bigger picture. This isn't about memorizing species names. This is about understanding what keeps life stable.